Nigeria's population is estimated at over 200 million, which makes it the most populous country in Africa and seventh in the world. Reports say the country's population is growing at 2.6% a year and one of the fastest globally. Experts have often seen Nigeria's population structure as a potential economic asset, as the country has the largest population of youth in the world. Information has shown that about 70% of the population are under 30 and 42% are under the age of 15. The question is, if Nigeria has such a robust youthful population, why are there so many young people roaming the streets aimlessly, engaging in vices and not interested in being useful to themselves and the nation at large? A children and youth advocate, Mrs. Aduke Obelawo, attributed the anomaly to the dysfunctional family system in the country, where morality has been thrown out of the window and virtues now considered as vices. She noted that all the behaviors exhibited by the youth, including moral decadence, get-rich-quick syndrome, drug abuse, among others, are as a result of failure of parents, community leaders, religious organizations, and society at large.
For me, the problem starts from the home front. The home front, we don't have time for our children any longer, the way we used to have time for them. And so we left these children on their own. And when children are left on their own, disaster is, coming. We should get ready for disaster. Poor parenting is part of it. And then the society itself. The society has failed these children. Society failed them. They have never seen something good. The system has failed them, government. And the children themselves, they failed themselves, It's like in those days when we were growing up, they would always tell us, remember the son or the daughter of whom you are. We have core values. Core values. These children, they don't have any value. They have no core value, majority of them. We have many of our youths that are serious and know where they are going, and they package themselves for where they are going. But majority are drilling by the day, into drugs, into internet fraud, into so many things, and we say they are the leaders of tomorrow.
Speaking in the same vein, a consultant psychiatrist, Dr. Benjamin Egunroti, maintained that the increase in youth despondency in the country was caused by the failure of a system that has not been favorable to the younger ones. According to him, the potential of the youth needs to be properly channeled towards productive ventures through the adoption and creation of human-friendly policies that will help in harnessing the potentials of the youth. He advised the youth not to be weighed down by the numerous challenges confronting the nation, but ensure they get educated formally or informally so as to be equipped to surmount future challenges.
Everybody should be interested in education. You should have a handiwork that should give you a leverage in the nearest future. But nowadays, the main thing that is of interest to the youth is how to be a multi-millionaire overnight. And that exactly is what is giving the world as a whole, and Nigeria especially, major problem that we have now. Because they want to make money overnight. Because they want to ride the best car. Because they want the best house. Because they want to go to club and buy a drink that should worth 1,000 naira, 200,000 naira. They want to, they call it Shana Wali. They want to do all sorts of things like that. Because they want to do that, they want to look for money at all costs. The first thing they want to engage themselves in is how to make brisk business to shortcut. And that's why you have this era of Yahoo boys and girls, and at the same time, there is another one they call Yahoo Plus.
In his submission, an entrepreneur cum politician, Alhaji Abdulmaruf Adebayo, stated that Nigeria is by every measure of socio-economic progress failing to develop her endowment of young people, adding that those that were able to break even are faced with harsh economic realities that are hostile to the development of entrepreneurship.
We, the entrepreneur, we are no longer comfortable with the interest rate. Instead of the government to assist the captains, the owners of industry, in giving them free interest loan so that they can take more young school leavers that are roaming about our streets. So in the course of giving them soft loan that will be interest free, it will reduce joblessness, it will reduce insecurity, and it will portray the nation and its inhabitants to the faces of the entire world as a nation that have focus, that a nation that is looking up to better future for the nation and the entire Nigerians.
The respondents spoke on the need for a collective effort from all stakeholders to salvage the situation and ensure that the future of the youth are secured, expressing fears that if the situation is left unattended to, the youthful population of Nigeria that should be a blessing may turn to a burden.
It's a call for concern, and it's something that we should all rise up and occupy our position and our roles to help these children. They don't know where they are going, and we have to channel them very well. We don't continue to build, glass houses and abandon these children. If you continue building glass houses, by the time you send your children to abroad, they come back. These are the problems that will face them and they are facing, because it will not allow them to enjoy whatever they have worked for or you have worked for.
Run away from drugs. It is always good to work. Very hard work is better than hard drug. And once you have done that, perseverance is there. You'll be surprised that you think, there is no, I've been doing this thing, time in, time out. With time, you will just get the breakthrough. Of course, majority will run away from whatever they are doing when they were about getting to the breakthrough, and that will be the end of the whole story. And the parent too, we should monitor our children. It's important, very, very important. Some parents, they are God-fearing, they are doing well, doing good, but their children, they are not doing well at all.
They added that any nation that fails to empower the youth and make them skilled and productive to assume leadership positions in the future is already planning to fail. Oluchi Amuda for Deadline.